Have you ever watched a seal, perhaps at the seaside or in a nature film? They glide through the water so smoothly. They have those big dark eyes. They often look quite curious about us, don't they? We might wonder what they are thinking. Are they just playful animals enjoying the waves? Or is there a hidden cleverness we do not always see? Seals can appear quite charming and almost simple. They bark and flap their flippers. On land, they might seem a little awkward. But this is only part of their story. Their lives in the wild are very challenging. They must find food in vast oceans. They must avoid dangers, like sharks or polar bears. They need to raise their young in harsh conditions. To do all this, they must surely have some special skills. So, are these wonderful marine mammals truly clueless? Or does their playful behavior hide a sharp mind? It makes you think, doesn't it? It suggests there is much more to learn. By the end, we might see seals in a new light. Seals are found all over our world. They live in many different seas and oceans. Some prefer the icy waters of the Arctic and Antarctic. Others enjoy warmer seas, closer to the equator. You might find them near rocky coasts, or on sandy beaches, resting in the sun. Some even live in freshwater lakes. Each home presents unique challenges for survival. This variety shows their remarkable ability to adapt. To live in these places, seals have special bodies. They have a thick layer of fat called blubber. This blubber keeps them warm, especially in cold water. Their bodies are smooth and shaped like a torpedo. This shape helps them swim very fast. Their flippers are perfect for steering and pushing through water. On land, they might wiggle, but in water, they are graceful. Finding food is key to survival, of course. Seals eat different things depending on where they live. Some eat fish, like herring or cod. Others hunt for squid or octopus. Tiny creatures called krill are food for some seals, too. Seals also need safe places to rest and raise their pups. Many seals come ashore on land or ice. Being able to use both land and water is a great advantage. Sometimes people think seals are a bit clumsy. This is mainly because of how they move on land. Their bodies are built for swimming, not for walking. So, on rocks or beaches, they wriggle and bounce. It might look awkward to us, but we must remember the ocean is their true home. In the water, they are masters of movement. They are elegant and incredibly agile. Their land movement is just one small part of their life. Another common idea is that seals are not very smart. Perhaps this comes from seeing them in shows. They can be trained to balance balls or clap their flippers. This is entertaining, certainly, but it does not show their full intelligence. Wild seals face real dangers and problems every day. They need to think and learn to survive. Their intelligence is for the wild, not for performance. It is a practical, survival-based cleverness. People might also see seals resting on rocks for hours. They might think the seals are lazy, just basking in the sun, doing nothing much. But resting is very important for seals. Hunting and swimming use a lot of energy. Resting helps them digest food and stay warm. Seals often travel very long distances in the ocean. Some migrate hundreds, even thousands of miles. They might be searching for food, or they might be going to special breeding grounds. But how do they know where to go? The ocean is a vast place. There are no roads or signposts like we have, yet seals manage to find their way. This shows amazing navigation skills. Scientists believe seals use many natural clues. They might use the sun as a compass during the day. At night, the stars could help guide them. Many animals have this ability. It is like having an internal map and compass. Seals may also be sensitive to the Earth's magnetic field. This invisible field can act like lines on a map. It helps them keep a steady direction over long journeys. The underwater world also offers clues. Water carries smells and sounds over great distances. Seals have a good sense of smell, even underwater. They might be able to smell their way to food sources, or to areas where other seals are gathered. They also have excellent hearing. Seals are very clever hunters. They have to be. The fish, squid, and other animals they eat are often fast, or they are good at hiding. So, seals have developed many smart ways to catch their dinner. These hunting techniques show their intelligence and adaptability. Each type of seal might have its own special tricks. This depends on what they eat and where they live. It is fascinating to observe their methods. One of the most important tools for hunting is their whiskers. These are not just ordinary hairs. Seal whiskers are incredibly sensitive. They can feel tiny movements in the water. When a fish swims by, it creates small ripples. The seal's whiskers can detect these ripples. This helps them find fish, even in dark or murky water where they cannot see well. It is like having an extra sense. Many seals are amazing divers. Some can dive very deep into the ocean. They go where it is completely dark. They can hold their breath for a very long time, some for over an hour. This allows them to hunt for food that lives far below the surface. Finding prey in such conditions requires great skill. They must navigate in the dark, and they must find their prey with little or no light. Seals are often quite social animals. Many live in large groups, especially during breeding season. When animals live together, they need to communicate. They need ways to talk to each other. Seals have developed many interesting methods of communication. This helps them understand each other. It helps them raise their young and avoid conflicts. It strengthens their social bonds. One way seals communicate is through sound. They make a surprising variety of noises. You might hear them barking or grunting. Some make hissing sounds or even chirps and whistles. Each sound can have a different meaning. A mother seal uses special calls to find her pup. Male seals might make loud calls to show their strength, or to warn other males to stay away from their area. Body language is also very important for seals. The way a seal moves its head can send a message. The posture of its body can show if it is feeling threatened, or if it is feeling friendly. Young seals learn these signals as they grow up. They watch the adult seals. This helps them fit into the group. Understanding these visual cues is vital for peaceful group living. Our planet is always changing, and today, some changes are happening very fast. The climate is warming. This means ice in the Arctic and Antarctic is melting. Sea levels are rising. The temperature of the ocean water is also changing. These changes have a big impact on seals. Their homes and food sources can be affected. This presents new challenges for their survival. How do seals cope with these changes? Their adaptability is truly put to the test. Some seal populations might try to move to new areas. If their old hunting grounds are no longer good, or if their breeding sites are disappearing, they might need to find new types of food if their usual prey becomes scarce. This ability to adjust their behavior is a key sign of intelligence. It shows they can learn and try new things. However, these changes also bring serious difficulties. For seals that depend on ice, like ringed seals, melting ice is a big problem. They need ice to build snow dens for their pups. Less ice means fewer safe places to raise their young. Other seals might find that the fish they eat move to cooler waters. So let us return to our original question. Are seals really clueless in the wild? After looking at their lives, what do we think? We have seen that they are far more than just playful creatures. They are not simple animals, simply drifting through the ocean. Their existence is complex. It is filled with challenges that require real skill, and they meet these challenges with impressive abilities. We have learned how seals adapt to very different homes, from frozen polar seas to warm, sunny coasts. They have clever ways to find their way across vast oceans. They use nature's clues, like the sun and stars. Their hunting techniques are often ingenious. They use their sensitive whiskers and their diving skills. They even use specific tactics to outsmart their prey. This is not the behavior of a clueless animal. Seals communicate with each other in many ways. They use sounds and body language. They form social groups and raise their young with care. They can learn from experience. They can adapt to changes in their environment. These are all hallmarks of intelligence. Therefore, the next time you see a seal, take a moment. Think about the incredible life it leads.